And we're back. Welcome to the second part of the RambleCast. We are still here. Tooway is smoking his cigar. I'm drinking coffee. And Slabwrangle is saying hi in chat. At last, he's joined us. So, we are going to... This is, again, old men or old gamers rambling about shit. But this time, we're switching to a topic. And why don't you start us off with your thing? The game that you recently bought, Slabwrangle.
Yes. I have recently bought on a Midweek Madness on Steam, 75% off, XCOM Enemy Unknown, and the whole package, including the 2 DLCs and the expansion Enemy Within, and I'm having a ball. I've been playing it solid for the past 2 weeks. I'm playing it on Classic mode, which is apparently the simulator of the original, which is post-difficult. For those that don't understand post, it's difficult.
It's really difficult.
I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I just want to discuss the whole XCOM phenomena, going back to the original release, which was UFO Enemy Unknown, or XCOM Defense. What was it? XCOM
UFO Enemy Unknown.
UFO Defense. Yeah, it was UFO Enemy Unknown or XCOM UFO Defense, depending on which region you were when you bought it.
We here in South Africa, we got Enemy Unknown from Europe.
Yeah. We got the European version, yes, the awesome version. And the premise of the game is you're a secret military organization that is dedicated to fighting aliens, and you have to keep the world happy, shoot down UFOs, raid their ships for metals.
Yeah,
I think everybody knows this.
Anybody in chat, say I if you don't know what XCOM is.
But the old XCOM was a lot different, though. Let's just get that out of the way.
And if you consider the XCOM series, it's actually become a genre unto itself. I have played from the original. I've played roughly 8 or 9 iterations of the XCOM game, starting with the first one, which was amazing. The second one, unfortunately, was a bit of a disaster. Terror from the Deep didn't add anything to the game. The research was crappy and everything was underwater.
And the colors were wrong.
And the colors were wrong, and just everything just felt bad. It felt like a bad mod of the first XCOM. Then the next in line was Apocalypse. I'm skipping 3 and 4 because they weren't really XCOM games. The one was a flight sim, and the other one was a
third-person shooter.
You can actually just say the original was good. Everything else sucked, and then they redid the original, and that was good.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't like Apocalypse. I'm actually inclined to disagree. It wasn't a fantastic reimagining of the original XCOM, because everything took place in a city and your research was limited, and most of it was based on trade, and you had to keep the different organizations happy, and you would fight aliens in a parallel universe. So it felt a bit forced, but it wasn't bad. Then for a very long time there was nothing, and along came UFO Aftermath, which was a creative reimagining of the idea.
Those games were actually really good. They had I have to interject here, sorry man.
Yes, go
the premise of their storyline was amazing, how it worked. And it was UFO Aftermath and then UFO Twilight?
Aftershock,
and then
Afterlight.
Now, the whole storyline is aliens came to Earth and they try and terraform Earth to their thing. And how they did it is they did like a spore release into our atmosphere. They released a lot of spores into our atmosphere. And I remember the intro video. It's like they show a cinema and they show like a movie playing, and then they zoom out and you see people are dead in the chairs watching the movie.
Yeah.
And that whole thing, they call that whole event, they call it the Twilight event.
Yeah.
Because it's changed the Earth atmosphere into a twilighty hue, if you will. And
where vampires sparkle.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
indeed. And what was cool about it is Afterlight actually finished the entire series.
Yeah.
Afterlight, because you're fighting, I think it's Aftermath and then Aftershock.
Aftershock.
An aftershock, an aftershock. You kind of defeat them on Earth, and the light is returning. And then after light, it's like after.
Yeah, then it takes place on Mars, where a small Earth colony are now fighting the dredges or the remainder of the UFO forces. It was a very creative reimagining of the XCOM concept. Aftermath had a few limitations with the bases. You had very little control over bases, and you had way too many weapon choices. I mean, there were 7 varieties of shotgun, 7 varieties of pistol. It's just they probably looked up a weapons catalog from Jane's and just put everything in it.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun, but it never felt quite like XCOM. And then in Aftershock, they got very close to the XCOM feel, but it just still felt a bit lacking, because it was an awesome game, but it diverged so far from the original XCOM idea that it was actually a completely new type of gameplay.
Yeah.
Then Afterlight continued with that on Mars, but again, it was a departure from the XCOM theme. Then UFO Extraterrestrial, a very unknown game that tried to carbon copy the original XCOM, but changed it that humans are living in the far future on a different planet, and
it had a really crappy intro. I remember that, like really badly voice acted, and
yes, that's it. And it was clever, but it didn't grab me. It was just a remake of the original XCOM with none of the appeal, and it wasn't difficult, and the game was buggy, and explosives never went where you wanted them to, and walls exploding were way too powerful, and it was just crap. Then on the Quake engine, a company made a mod called UFO Alien Invasion, which used Quake physics and the Quake engine to recreate XCOM 1. But they went a little bit overboard with the difficulty. They tried to make this game as hard as humanly possible.
Wasn't that renamed to Xenonauts?
No. This wasn't a official release. This was
Xenonauts. I mentioned there is on Steam at the moment, where it's basically it works a lot like the first XCOM. So I just put it there if anyone wants to check it out. I don't think it's really expensive, but I play that now and again. It's not a bad game. It's a lot in that old XCOM vein.
Now, UFO Alien Invasion was actually never for sale. It's a free to download mod on the Quake engine that is basically XCOM just using Quake physics and Quake graphics, and an awesome game, but it is hopelessly too difficult. Research takes incredibly long. Your weapons are crappy right up to halfway through the game. Only really halfway through the game do you really unlock decent weapons to fight the aliens. The aliens are way overpowered. So it's a lot of fun if you like pain. But generally it just leaves you feeling violated. Then Xenonauts is just basically a HD remake of XCOM, which is fun. It's not bad. It's not good. It's fun. It's playable.
Yeah.
And then there is The Bureau, which is an absolute abomination that should never have existed.
Yeah.
I played through half of it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it anymore.
It is the worst aspects of cover-based shooters and turn-based strategy that you could possibly find, jumbled together, and then the developer shat on it, and then somewhere along the line, I'm sure they got Peter Molyneux to just piss off.
Just to add that extra Peter Molyneux flair.
Even though he had
just
nothing to
walked
do
in.
with it.
Yeah, he just walked into the developer's office and said, "I think this is going to reach brilliant heights," and walked out,
Yeah.
and that just ruined the
Yeah.
whole thing. But that the bureau was actually announced before the new remake of XCOM, because
It was.
I remember reading about that and like, I don't want this. I want old XCOM back. And then 6 months later, they said, "Old XCOM, we're redoing it." I was like,
Yeah.
And then that brings me to XCOM Enemy Unknown, which is, in my opinion...
Well, it should be Enemy Within now, but Unknown, continue.
Yeah, okay. Unknown and Enemy Within. And it is so far the best iteration of the genre I've played to date. It is amazing.
Just in reference to one of your earlier topics on the previous part of the RambleCast, and if you haven't watched it, you're missing out. I'm talking to you, YouTube guys watching us, right? Anyway, the concept that they had for when they started speaking about their design decisions for XCOM that I followed closely, they but we're gonna have. You'd only be able to do this many actions in one turn. Walk and then shoot, or walk and then... I was sitting there going, on paper, it destroys the entire freaking engine of XCOM, UFO Defense, UFO Enemy Unknown, whatever. And I'm like sitting there, it's like, this will never work. And then I played it.
And how wrong you were. But I felt the same, I felt the same. I'm like... crap, it's just another version of Bureau. But it isn't. It is amazing. And I love the heavily influenced D&D feel about it. It is a move and an action, or an action and another action, or a double move. And I love that your soldiers level up in order to manipulate the whole where you can move and how you can move thing. For example, the assault guys, they get to do a double move and then shoot still. The sniper can't move unless... he can't fire unless he's never moved.
Or if they have squad sight, they can shoot whatever the...
Yeah, as long as they have line of sight, they can shoot whatever anybody else can see. And the way
I always take the other perk. I take the perk where they can move and shoot.
Snapshot. Snapshot.
Yeah,
snapshot. Snapshot is cool. What I really love is how strategic the gameplay is. One of your heavies has an ability called hollow targeting, which if you shoot at a target or you use suppression, it gives an aim bonus to the rest of your squad.
Yep.
And it's very handy for taking out guys from long range. And just the variety in how you can build your soldiers is amazing. Even though the options are limited, the variety is infinite. And it's difficult.
Yeah, I just missed it earlier. What difficulty are you playing on?
Classic.
Yes. The only difficulty to play on. There's nothing else.
No, don't start that, because I have to stream this in the near future. Don't start with the classic difficulty.
No, you're playing on classic.
You play on classic. It's called classic for a reason. You're either a poser or you're an XCOM fan, in which case you play classic.
Man, I died so many times in my first playthrough of classic that I stopped playing the game for a whole week. For a whole fucking week. Came back to it, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna defeat you. 3 days later, with about 4 hours sleep in those 3 days, I'm like, okay, I'm finally past the 4th mission. I can do this. I can fucking do this.
And I love the action cam. The action cam really sells it as well. It puts you right in there in the battle, and
yeah, but see, the thing is, you're still new to it. I'm so agitated with the action cam because I'm through the whole thing 5 or 6 times now, including Enemy Within and stuff. I really, really hate that action cam. You get tired of it.
It takes up a lot of game. Like, I will do it for Twitch. I will have the action cam the whole time. But it's like, but it's like it's. What I love is when they run away to cover and the camera follows them, like, and the camera like shakes behind them. It's like, whoa, this guy. It feels like you're in battle, basically.
Yeah. Look, my battles, I take a really long time. Is if I have a mission that lasts shorter than half an hour, that's quick. I really like slowly plan out everything tactically. So to me, the action cam doesn't bother me. It has the same sense of urgency on the mission control map as the original XCOM. You always feel like you're not doing enough. Your satellites aren't picking up the UFOs.
Obviously, yeah.
Your interceptors are shit against the heavy guys, and it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's awesome, and it's very challenging. The only things that I'm really struggling with right now is the terror missions, because I really need the panic level brought down. But, on later terror missions, if you rescue 6 guys, you're doing good, And on the abduction missions is a pain in the ass, because the panic level on all of my countries is relatively high.
Yeah.
And no matter which option I take, it's just I'm not going to win on the global map. And funding is a problem. Funding is a serious fucking problem for me. But those aren't gripes. Those are features. It's a lot of fun. It's a great game. Go buy it.
If you haven't already. Go and get it. It is a good time sink.
And I am so looking forward to XCOM 2.
Oh man, they're bringing in
fucking amazing.
They're bringing in Snake Men. Come on, man, they're bringing back Snake Men. Those fuckers in the original, like. I wonder if the Snake Men will also have like the. Oh no, was that floaters? No, it was Snake Men with the eggs inside them.
Yeah, you shoot them and they spawn the eggs everywhere.
Yeah, eggs fall out like. Yeah.
And then you have to kill like 50 snakes. Yeah, no, it was awesome fun.
And seeing as you're gonna stream it as well, Zaffa, classic Iron Man.
No, I'll go classic. You know, if I need my saves. If I go Iron Man, 20 years from now, I'll still be playing that fucking game. I'm like, come on.
No, my last 3 playthroughs have been Iron Man. So you just don't get attached to your soldiers and you're fine.
No, I can't do that. I would never be able to do that. I have lost a total of 3 soldiers, and that was the 3 soldiers that died in the tutorial. And I do not lose soldiers. I'm way too attached to them. The only gripe I have with the game so far is the nation requests tend to become a bit obtuse. Like I've got this one request where they want 8 sectoid corpses.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't fought a sectoid in at least 30 missions. They don't spawn anymore because they too low level. So
they will come back. They will come back. They will come back. Trust me, they will come back.
Yeah, but I wouldn't worry too much about those nation requests. It's the way I handle it, research wise, is I get my interceptors. Just get the big gun on them. Before I get to the fire, whatever they're called, interceptors, and so your interceptors can do a lot of damage. And I just get satellites and aircrafts. I get a Raven at each base, get all their stuff for aiming and that up, and get enough satellites to cover the whole thing. Get a satellite nexus up, and just cover the whole map. That's my first. Yeah. That's my first research, and then from there on, it's getting new guns for my guys and everything like that.
Yeah. Look, I think I'm going to have to restart anyway because I want to play Enemy Within. I thought it was a separate game.
No.
You guys telling me it's the same thing?
Yeah.
It's the same
And
thing with extra added missions. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And new enemy
It's
types and crap. Yeah.
yes. Yeah, no, it's really cool. It's basically as you can tell from the names, enemy unknown, you fight only aliens. Enemy
mm,
within, you have human counterparts as well that
uh,
That
screw
yeah,
with you. So
freaking love the aliens essentially.
and
no,
it's a
no, no,
foreshadowing for
they
the sequel.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So no, it's a nice way of boosting X because they're quite tough, but not as tough as most of the aliens you fight. So
Mm.
it's a nice way of actually just getting more XP on you guys and everything.
Yeah, and the I still have nightmares. I have a playthrough that I stopped recording on YouTube where I'm just like, fuck it.
yeah.
I'm not playing this game on YouTube. It's going to take too long. But it's a good game. It is really, really a good game. It is a perfect reimagining of an old game, I'd say.
Mm.
Yeah. And you know the two actions model
Mm.
actually is a lot more fun to play than the time units model. The time units got a bit iffy after a certain while. I
Yeah.
don't know if that was a buggy thing, but
Mm.
if you got your strength or something up to too high, then your time units used to fuck around.
Yeah, there's another thing. Oh, the reason why you need to play Enemy Within. You need to
Yeah.
restart the game and play Enemy Within. They fixed the freaking roof bug. They fixed the camera in Enemy Within. They fixed everything that irritates you on later missions. It's like, I want to get up on that side of the roof. I can't move my camera anymore, so I'm going to click where I think I should go. There's a lot of blind clicking later on in XCOM
Uh,
Enemy Unknown. It's like, I hope I'm clicking on the right thing, and then your guy runs out like, no, you needed to get up that ladder and just go up there. No, he runs out other side of the ship and is like, oh, okay, now he's dead. So they fix a lot of that. They actually have a better, and with Enemy Within, they have like a better like hit detection and everything. So it's still like random as hell, but if it says 70% to hit, you know that like, okay, I will hit it. And the one time
the
that you don't hit, you
RNG
go like,
is a
oh,
bit
okay.
yeah, the RNG is a bit weird. I mean, I've encountered a situation. My sniper has got double tap, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has never got a hit probability lower than 80%,
Mm-hmm.
unless the guy is like heavily undercover or something.
Yeah.
And it'll be against a Muton Elite. So I'll open with a headshot, which misses. And then the double tap, which is just the regular shot, also exactly the same amount of chance to hit, somehow always hits. The second shot always hits, and the first shot never hits.
There we go.
And there's a
RNG.
bug. There's a bug that I found is on certain crash missions. There's an area where the engine fucks out. The aliens will get onto an area, and no matter what, if your entire squad shoots at this guy, whether it's got a 1% or 100% chance to hit, it misses, and then after the fourth guy fires at the alien, the game bombs.
That's a
Have you guys
weird
not
error.
experienced it?
No,
No.
that's I haven't experienced that.
I've experienced
No,
it twice.
okay, Paco. Thanks. Peace out, man.
So
Yeah, no, not experienced that at all. So maybe it's just a bug in your install. Hopefully it doesn't carry over to Enemy
I'm,
Within. If it does, maybe verify your files or something.
Yes.
Because
I'm actually
I've
just thinking
never
it's my
experienced that.
processor. I'm actually honestly thinking it's just my processor.
You need to
because
upgrade, man.
You guys are running a lot faster processors than mine, and there's a lot of calculation that goes into the shots. So I think what happens is the specific location has got too many variables, and my PC miscalculates, and then it misses the string. And then after the fourth or fifth string missed, the game detects that there's a sync loss, and then it'll quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if that continues for the moment, maybe if you realize two guys have missed, just go save, quit, reload.
Yeah.
I've actually done that. I've done that. Is I will load the autosave in exactly the same spot, and I've just tested it to see if it's random or if it's a thing. And on those specific locations, it always happens. But it's only happened twice in the whole game, so that's not something really worth worrying about.
You'll see with enemy within anyway. You can click on a random seed thing where all shots are actually predetermined. So the same action will give you the same result, except if you put on the feature an enemy within where if you load the game, it does a new seed where it changes your probability. So even if it's 90%, it will give you a new chance of hitting or missing.
Yeah.
It's not this. You won't get the same action out of it.
Okay.
Okay. Now.
Well, I guess that's all I have to say on the topic. What else you guys got?
It's a beautiful game. That's all I'm gonna say. Tooway.
Yeah, and waiting in great anticipation for the new one coming out in February, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's in February. Yeah. It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be released in like just after Fallout sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they pushed it.
Let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look.
I think it's February.
Put it on my wish list.
It's February 2000 and something. Yeah.
2000 next year.
2000 and next year. Sorry. I need to edit the title of now discussing. So I need.
It's been on my wish. It's been on my wish list since I saw it the first time.
Yeah, same.
It is going to be available the 5th of February 2016 for pre-release. Well, actually, no. It's available for pre-release now. It's coming out February the 5th.
Yeah.
Pre-order, yes.
But I just out of principle, I don't pre-order things at all.
Nah, fuck it.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to pre-order that thing. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's there. I loved what they did with the pre-order thing on XCOM 1, where they gave you old games.
Oh, yeah?
If you reach certain tiers and stuff. That was a cool thing that they did for that one. But I'm over pre-ordering games. That game I will buy on the day it's released, but no pre-orders for me anymore. Thank you very much.
Yes, we've burned ourselves.
All they're offering with a pre-order is Resistance Warrior Pack, in which you get a few extra outfits and hats and face paints.
Yay!
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 Don't bring my Dota and my Team Fortress 2 into my other games.
Yeah. Keep Dota and Team Fortress where they belong.
And you get one of your old soldiers as a new soldier in the. I don't know how that's going to work, but apparently you get one of your old soldiers coming back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's basically most probably if you still have a save.
Yeah, you can.
If it's not the guy who died in a certain way without spoiling anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I'm not spoiling anything for you, Mac. So I don't know if I just don't see pre-order stuff as an incentive for me to actually pre-order.
No, fuck it. I'll probably wait for the deluxe edition that includes all the DLC anyway.
That's kind of
That's for me is I like if I like a series enough, I'll buy it off the bat. It's like Tomb Raider. As soon as it becomes available, which it's not at the moment, then I'll actually get it. Because I got the first one on a Steam sale, and I'm like, wow, they really fixed Tomb Raider. This is a fun game. As soon as this one is available to me, I'll actually buy it.
Okay.
The Hard West game that we spoke of earlier, already bought that. That's downloading at the moment. So as long as it's not early access or pre-order, I'll get it as soon as I want to play it.
I got a game on early access. I played it twice on stream, if that many times. It's like, fuck it, I want this thing to be fixed before I play it again.
Was that the D&D type?
H1Z1, H1Z1.
Oh,
Yes. H1Z1. But let's
Yeah.
continue on to a topic that the viewers actually chose. Mods in mods in games. There we go. Mods in games. Now, this is gonna be me going on a nostalgia trip. I don't know about any of you guys. I think during the mod golden age, you were into your music, Tooway, a bit too much in your music, and Slabwrangle, you were probably into WoW, so or into something like WoW.
The mod golden age basically was the time period between Quake 2 and Quake 4. And all games were modded off of Quake.
I need to give you 1,000 Beardly points too for tonight. That's just holy crap.
I was there.
Okay, you were there. Dude,
I was there.
Let me tell you this. Let me bring out this one fucking point.
So how much Beardly points do I have now? How do I look again?
Just exclamation mark
Power.
power.
yeah.
Exclamation mark power. Yeah, you're gonna get 1,000. And just the quick thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're comparing power now, are we?
Mine didn't show actually.
You're here all the time.
Yes, I am. So Half-Life 1 came out,
Yes.
and I looked at the game, and I'm like, but this is Action Quake 2. How does this work? Did they mod Action Quake 2 into a fully fledged game? And then obviously it was a normal game. But Action Quake 2, best mod ever. Right. Best
I
mod
remember
ever.
that.
It was,
Except for the fact that you could headshot with shotguns. That was gay.
well,
Like, super lame.
you could headshot with a sword of shotgun. Tooway. You could headshot with a sword of shotgun. They had their patterns, and if you aim it at a certain
stupid.
way, as long as one of those, like the spray, just hit the head area, you hear like a guy gargling when you see blood splashing out at the back of the head. Like, awesome. And you could headshot with knives, which was amazeballs. See a guy running towards you, flick out a knife, and you just aim for his head. It's like, oh, he's running towards you, he's got a sword off shotgun. You flick out your knife like, haha, fucker.
Yeah.
And then,
Just on the mods thing, Battlefield 1942, wasn't that a mod? Which Battlefield was a mod where they actually brought in vehicles and everything for the first time, where it was a mod to the
I
game?
think it's 1942, yeah. I believe it is 1942.
1942 had vehicles already. There was a Quake 3 mod that added vehicles, but they were more like trains than actual vehicles.
No, I'm
You know
talking about in the Battlefield universe. It was where it was actually where they changed it around and put vehicles in and stuff. I remember playing it like eons ago. That's why I don't remember the specific name and stuff.
It is, yes, it's Battlefield. Shit, what was it called? It's Modern Combat. Battlefield Modern Combat. It was a mod for 1942 that gave you
Yes.
all kinds of modern shit like the Abrams tank and the Apache helicopter and yeah, I remember that. I had a lot of fun playing that.
Yeah. And seeing people try and fly planes and helicopters for the first time in the game, upside down into the ground.
Yep.
The another cool mod for Quake, and this was based off of the Unreal Tournament's Instagib mod. was Quake Corkscrew.
Yeah.
Have the railgun in Quake 3. One shot, one kill, no matter where you hit.
Yeah.
But they also had like a grappling hook in that. So what happens is, in one of the maps where you can fall off the edge, you can literally fall off the edge, shoot your grappling hook up into the platform, and swing yourself around the platform and hit the guy from behind as he's like, he's falling down. You're like, motherfucker. It was amazing. And then we had Quake 2, or was it Quake 3? It was Quake 2 Soccer with railguns. So you had this heavy soccer ball, and you just had railguns to shoot this ball into like opposing teams' goals.
I remember that. Yeah.
It is. It's the mods were amazing for Quake 2. I mean, if I get my hands on Quake 2, I know there's probably not a lot of people playing it out there, but if I get my hands on Quake 2 and get my hands again on those mods, you won't see me for at least an hour.
You know what was a really fun mod? A very short-lived mod because it was buggy as hell, but a shitload of fun to play if you're like 6 or 7 guys. Is it's a Half-Life mod, which is essentially a Quake 2 mod, called Earth Special Forces, in which the game has been modded so that you play the characters from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yes!
Oh
yes!
That was the LAN
favorite
back. That was the LAN favorite back in the day.
Oh. Yes, I remember that.
At that stage, DBZ was big, and I wasn't into it. So whenever people brought that out, I was like, nah, fuck it. I'll do something else while you play that.
And unfortunately, with Half-Life 1 came Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. We're not going to Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike was fun for the first 10 minutes, and then after that it was indoctrination which you hated your life, and you just played it consistently, and you hated yourself more for every day that you played it.
The best thing was like with the people that I played back then, they couldn't handle the speed of Quake 3.
Yeah,
I'm sitting there, straight jumping side to side, and I shoot the guy, he tries and chase me, I get around him, I shoot him at the back, he's like, how the hell, you're cheating. I'm like, nope, I'm just running. He's like, you can't run that fast. I'm like, yep, strafe jumping, bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, I would actually love it if we could do Quake 3 Arena with viewers. But I don't know if it's available
Quake
for
3,
free.
Quake 3 Live stopped being free. It's now $9.99. Yeah, unfortunately, $9.99. And but with Quake Live, it's called Quake Live. If you paid a monthly subscription, you get access to premium servers, and you can create your own custom games. If you buy the game now, you get all that in anyway. So it's like It's essentially, I would rather have people play Quake 3 with me than Quake Live.
Yeah.
Quake 3 Gold is available on GOG for $20.
Quake 3 on Steam for $19.
$19.99, same on GOG.
Yeah, no. See, that is stupid in my opinion.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I'm thinking it's very idiotic.
It's like if that game was $5, I would go maybe. If it was $2, I would buy it. Because come on, seriously, we bought it back in the day. It's no matter how much nostalgia you have, no, not $20. No,
you're not paying $20 for Quake. But I mean, even Quake 2, it's $9 for Quake 2.
Let me tell you this. I would pay because I've played it back in the day. I would pay maybe $5 for Quake 3. Right? I would I would pay $5 for Quake 3, and I would go as far as to say, like, I'll pay $25 for a 4-pack of Quake 3. I would pay a little bit more for a 4-pack of Quake 3 to give it out to people. But $20 for the game that's released in 2002? 2000. Yes, 2007.
Quake 3?
Quake 3?
1997 Quake. Quake 3 was 2001.
2001, yes, 2001.
That's 14 years ago for $20. I don't think so.
No.
Mm,
We paid
no
less.
way.
We paid less 14 years ago for that game. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the rand was still worth something.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
You know what? Quake 4 is the black sheep of the Quake series, and I don't understand
Yeah.
why. I had a lot of fun playing Quake 4.
Quake 4 was a good homage to Quake 2. It was like, Quake 2, nice. But even the multiplayer was shit for me.
Yeah, but Quake 4 was Quake 4 the one that was combined with Wolfenstein?
No.
Or Enemy Territory?
No.
Or was that... it was Quake Wars Enemy Territory or something.
Yeah, Quake Wars.
What was that
Quake
one?
Wars
Quake Wars Enemy Territory was Quake...
was a
Quake
variation
3?
of Quake
Well,
3.
it was...
Yeah.
As a
Quake-
Wolfenstein Enemy Territory fan, that was atrocious. I bought that thing, installed it, played one map, and went uninstall.
Yeah, that was a
Screw
Quake...
this.
I think that was a Quake 3 mod, yeah.
Quake 4 was based on the Doom 3 engine.
Yes. It was an improved version of the Quake, the Doom 4 engine. But golden era of mods, man. Quake 2, I would say Quake 2 to the end of Quake 3.
Yeah.
Like just before Quake 4. That was the golden era of mods, especially for first-person shooters. People went out of their way to create mods, models. I mean, there was even like, was it the Quake Army knife? That you can create your own models. And the Day of the Tentacles model in Quake 2 was created by a South African. Yes. It was created by a South African. The original one was created by him because he came to me. Well, we talked, and he's like, I'm busy working on one of my favorite games' skins for Quake 2. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, can you guess what it is? I'm like, the Monkey Island skin, perhaps, or whatever. Like, a little bit later than Monkey Island. And eventually I got down to Day of the Tentacle. And at the bottom of the tentacle, his signature would have been on it. The original one had his signature on. People copied it, and that was removed. I still have that model in my Quake 2 folder on one of my older PCs, actually.
But if we go for mods that actually became large games, then that would be Counter-Strike and Portal. What
Portal,
else?
yes, Portal was actually a source mod, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Natural Selection started out as a mod, but it became a game on its own. Team Fortress.
Was that a mod?
It was a mod of the original.
Was it a mod?
Yeah, it was a mod on Half-Life 1.
Yeah.
And
okay, I didn't know that.
Buy Team Fortress 2 for cheap. I can't remember exactly how the transition went, but I remember on my Half-Life game, I had Team Fortress.
Yeah. I remember that as well.
You know how much time I used to spend on ModDB looking for mods for games? One of my favorite mods also
With your dial-up
was
modem.
With your dial-up modem,
no.
yes.
No, this is a bit later. I had, actually, it was still my dial-up modem. It was still then. It was a mod for Command & Conquer Generals.
Ooh, how big was that? How big was that download?
It took me, I think, 7 weekends because we had that R7 weekend.
77, yeah.
Yeah. It was a... It was BattleTech. It was a BattleTech mod for Command & Conquer Generals. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to play that.
So it was the 7 weekends worth, hey?
Yeah, it was definitely worth it. Just nobody else wanted to play it with me. It was boring playing on your own because it didn't have any single-player missions. So I had to play against the computer on maps. And it was like, Lots
Yeah,
of fun.
but just on that whole thing about the Stanley Parable, does that really count as a mod nowadays?
That is actually a standalone, actually.
Mm.
Stanley Parable was made with the Counter-Strike, well, with the Source engine.
Mm.
But that wouldn't be a mod, because if that was a mod, if you have Half-Life 2, then Stanley Parable should be free.
Yeah, see the first iteration of Portal before Valve bought them
Was a mod,
was
yes.
free.
Mm.
Yeah, was free. It was about a princess and she did the whole Portal thing, and Valve liked the idea and hired those guys to actually make the Portal as we know it now.
Mm. Mm.
You know, there's a funny thing that came out of Portal, the original Portal game, is it's a saying that has actually developed its own meaning, is the cake is a lie.
Oh, a meme. The cake is a
Yeah,
lie.
it's a meme. The cake is a lie, and
A
it's
meme.
like used.
A May.
I heard a guy using it, the phrase, the other day. I'm like, oh, you used to play Portal. He's like, what's a portal? I'm like, where did you hear that? No, you heard a guy talk about it. I'm like, huh, impressive.
But I'll never forget when in our local games magazine when they started the meme section. Never heard it, and we didn't have any way of actually going on YouTube because it didn't exist yet. So at that stage, everybody was calling it Maymays.
Oh.
Maymays,
Yeah.
Memes.
And yeah, and if you look back on it now, it's just like why was it called memes or memes?
May. But anyway,
Nay.
we have reached the end of this wonderful RambleCast.
Yes.
I want to say,
Yeah, we didn't bitch and moan that much as usual.
No, we didn't. No,
This
that-
was just rambling.
this was just rambling. Yeah.
Oh, we actually did a lot of complimenting this time round.
There will come a day where we ramble, actually.
Where we bitch. A bitch weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, see, there was no Blizzard content to really talk about,
Yeah,
so
to
that's
bitch about.
yeah.
There is, but we don't
We
go
all-
into that. We won't go into that.
And I'm pretty much bitched out about EA anyway, so
Yeah.
there's not much more
Yeah.
bitching I can bear.
So what we are going to do, firstly, I'm going to say thank you to Slabwrangle, Tooway, and the strangely silent Kaviex the Elf for
Yes,
joining
thanks
me
for
today.
lurking.
Thanks for lurking, you bastard. Next time, speak up, okay? Speak
We're-
up.
Guys, we're getting brownie points. He's working at Santa's workshop at the moment, so we're all gonna get awesome presents because of that. So
Yeah. Kaviex is going to give us all games on Steam later this year. Kaviex is on the
Nice.
internet. It's true. You have to do it now.
Yeah, you are compelled.
expensive games.
Expensive games. Not this humble
want-
monthly indie bundle crap.
Oh,
want a
XCOM 2.
premium AAA
XCOM 2. He
title.
bought us XCOM 2. He pre-ordered XCOM 2 for us, I think.
Yes,
Yes, that's it.
I heard him say something like that.
Yeah. He mentioned something like that in the background. I could hear it. Yes,
Yeah.
Kaviex. So, yeah, thank you, Slabwrangle and Tooway. Are there any closing comments or anything you want to say before this?
Well, thanks to the viewers on YouTube and on Twitch for sticking around and listening to our rambles. Good to have you around
Yes.
as usual.
Much appreciated.
And Slabwrangle, that's it from you? From you? You?
Yes, this
You.
this following week will be dedicated to restarting XCOM.
And Minecraft. Don't forget the Minecraft shit we have to do off camera.
Oh yes, we have to go weather fighting again.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. We need a couple of stars, apparently, of something that's very rare. I don't know. But I will be seeing you guys in about, let's make it about 20 minutes with the Fallout, wow, with the Fallout stream. I'll try and edit that out of the YouTube thing. I promise nothing. With the Fallout stream character creation thing, and
just by the way, Zaffa, saying that you're going to edit it out doesn't make it so. You actually have to edit it out.
Shut up! I live in a magical world. I live in a magical world where my words create stuff.
Yeah, I've watched so many of your Minecraft stuff where it's like, I need to edit that out. Then I'm like, and it's still in the video.
Yeah.
So I will do stuff with it. But after tonight, I'm doing Fallout. Tomorrow night, I'm probably going to do some more Fallout. For the next week, I'm going to go into Fallout, maybe dip one night into some Vampire the Masquerade again. I'm going to do the Malkavian playthrough and finish that, and then I'll be happy. Because I need the Malkavian playthrough for my Roll20 Vampire the Masquerade game that I'm working on.
Nice.
Yes.
And Fallout just went way ahead. 11-8.
11-8. It was 8-7. Fallout was 8 and Vampire the Masquerade was 7. But yeah, so I will do that in the next 10 minutes. Thank you everybody for watching me. Find me on Twitter at Zaffageek. Find Tooway on Twitter at AC2way. Find Slabwrangle on my YouTube videos.
Pretty much, yeah. Wherever there's Zaffageek, there's Slabwrangle mostly.
Yeah. And thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the Fallout, for the start of Fallout 4. Thank you everybody for watching. YouTubers, you guys on YouTube, see ya, and peace out. Have a weirdly good one.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys. See you next time. Bye.